Okay, some completing the square video. Let's let me say first, what is 25 equals to? 25 is equal to 5 to the power 2. So we call 25 a perfect square number because we can write it as a whole number to the power 2. So it's a perfect square, like 25, like 49, which is 7 square, like 100, which is 10 square, like 169, which is 13 square. We call them perfect square numbers. Perfect square numbers. Okay. And before starting the completing the square thing, again, I will ask you what is a square plus 2ab plus b square equals to. We all know that is an identity. And this identity is equal to a plus b to the power 2. That's how we memorize it. If we are going to analyze this, or if I'm going to multiply this twice, a plus b into a plus b, I got the answer, because a times a, simply it's a square, then a times b, it's plus ab, again b times a, it is plus ab again, plus b times b, it is equal to b squared. So the final answer will be a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. ab plus ab are like terms, we can add them, and what left is a squared alone, b squared alone. So this, we call it a perfect square number. If there's something missing in it, we have to add to it this number to make it a perfect square number. This means I am completing the square. And let me see something here. All right, since it's a squaring, then we have that square, right? And since the middle one is plus, so this is plus, simply. And how we got a and b, right? This middle number, which is plus 2ab, if we divide it by 2, so we got a times b. If we took a away, so what left is b. Okay, I'm saying that because I want to let us try how to complete the square of, let's try simple things first. X squared plus 4x plus what number to have a complete square, a perfect square number? I have to add something here. How can I find it? Simply, this is x squared, we can consider it as a squared. This means the a is x. If a squared is x squared, so the a is x. And this sign is plus, right? What left is this number and this number here. How can we find this number? And how can we find this number? Simply we take the middle, the middle number only. Okay? We take this one, which is 2ab. Means 2 times a times b is equal to 4 times x, right? When we divide the 2ab by 2, we got ab, which is 2x. And we know that x is what? X is a. So what is b? b is 2, right? A times b, 2 times x. So b is 2. This is b here. b is inside the square. Outside we have b squared. So we have to add 4 to it. We have to use this. We have to use this to find to do the completing the square thing. And why we need completing the square thing, we will see. For example, we have equations, right? Let's say x squared minus, let's say x squared minus 4x, or let me do something else other than 4, minus 6x plus let's say let's say it's 10, right? Or it's 8. Let's say this is 8, okay? Let's say this is 8. And this is equal to 0. All right. We all know that there is discriminant delta. We can solve this by using delta. But if the question was solved by completing the square, this means I want to make this as a squaring number. Let's see how. Simply, we leave the x squared, right? The minus 6x. Let's do it step by step first. And let me take the plus 8 to the other side, and it will be minus 8. That's good. Now I'm looking about those two only. as you can see, comparing those two with this one here, right? We did, it's the same, right? So I have to add something to this here, to this side. I have to add something to make all x squared minus 6x plus this thing I will add to make it a complete square, a perfect square. How to do that? Simply, it's x squared minus 6x. I just take the number multiplied with x, which is the coefficient of x, because already x represents the a, right? It's x squared a squared, so I don't have any problem with it. And since the middle term represents 2ab, the middle term represents 2ab, right? 2ab is the middle term, and removing a, which is x, what left is 2b, and I'm still wants to find the b square, means to find b. So what I do is I take the minus 6 each time, the coefficient of x, divide it by 2, the answer is minus 3. Now I square it. If you want not to take the sign, no problem with that, because already I will square it at the end, so we will lose the sign, the minus sign. The answer is 9. What I do is directly I add 9 to this side, and for sure we can't change the equation. That's why the minus 8, we have it. We have to add 9 to it too, because we have minus 8 to the other side, right? We have to add 9 to it too. Now what do we have? Simply, this one is a perfect square number. I made it to be a perfect square number without changing the equation. I still having the same equation, which was x squared minus 6x plus 9 equals 0. Sorry, plus 8 equals 0, because plus 9 to this side, plus 9 to the other side means nothing. We left with minus 8. Take it to that side again, it's plus 8 equals 0. So the same. But look what will happen here. This x squared minus 6x plus 9, we can put it x minus, because the middle one is minus, right? 3 squared. It's a minus, from the middle one, just take the sign. Someone will say, where, okay, x squared is x squared, and plus 9, it's minus 3 to the power 2. That's right. Where do I get minus 6x from? I told you, it's 2ab, because this is a minus b squared, right? So the middle one will be minus 2 times a times b minus 2 times x times 3. It's minus 6x. What do we have to the other side? It's 1. Now we have two equal sides, and both are squaring numbers. Why? Because 1 is simply equal to 1 square. So squaring both, if we make a square root to both sides, what I get from this one is x minus 3, and the other side, I got two cases to be considered, because 1 square will give me 1, and minus 1 square will give me also 1. So either x minus 3 equal 1, or x minus 3 equal minus 1. Simply, what do we have now? X is equal to 1, minus 3 to the other side will be plus 3, or for sure you know that we can add 3 to both sides, the same procedure. So x is equal to 4, or x equals minus 1 minus 3 goes to the other side, also plus 3, or adding plus 3 to both sides, what left is minus 1 plus 3, then x will be equal to 2, and I found the two roots that makes my equation equal to 0, which is x squared plus 6x plus 8. This is a simple completing the square equation. Why it's simple? Because directly it looks like the rule I have. Directly it looks like a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, which is a plus b squared. We have to see if this coefficient of x squared is like the coefficient of a squared, which is 1. What will happen if it is not? We'll see in the next video. See you again.